To ensure that you choose the best B550 motherboard for the price without sacrificing performance or future-proofing, you may need to do a lot of research. With all of the innovation, you'll be perplexed as to which board to choose, which is why we've produced a list of the B550 motherboards for your Ryzen CPU. Number 1. Gigabyte B550 Aorus Master. If you want power and an immersive experience, the Gigabyte B550 Aorus Master is the way to go. Gigabyte has pushed the boundaries with their new B550 motherboard. With a power phase of 16 stages at 70A, the Gigabyte B550 Aorus Master is a powerhouse in its own right. The Gigabyte B550 Aorus Master is the ultimate B550 ATX motherboard due to its thermal solution and raw power capabilities. With its black and gray color scheme and integrated RGB lighting, the Gigabyte B550 Aorus Master is one of the best-looking boards in the B550 series. The Aorus logo and words are carved into the heatsinks to add to the motherboard's importance. The board also features plenty of connectivity and storage possibilities for high-end users who want to get the most out of their job. With a total of 12x USB ports, including USB 3.2 Gen 2 and USB 3.2 Gen 1, the possibilities for connecting devices are limitless. Users will also find 6 SATA ports and 3 XM2 sockets, all of which are cooled by Gigabyte's Thermal Guard technology. The board is best for content creators and gamers who always have to find themselves connected to the World Wide Web. With the help of Intel's 2.5 GB ELAN and the onboard Wi-Fi 6 card, nobody will have to face disconnections or lag. Number 2. Asus ROG Strix B550F Gaming. If you want to get the most out of your Ryzen 7 3700X, you should pair it with the Asus ROG Strix B550F Gaming Wi-Fi motherboard, which is specially designed for the ultimate gaming performance. The Asus ROG Strix B550F Gaming Wi-Fi has a VRM power rating of 12 plus 2 power stages, allowing it to operate any Ryzen CPU to its maximum capacity. However, you can even overclock Ryzen 7 3700X with a decent AI liquid cooler. The Asus ROG Strix B550F Gaming Wi-Fi has a full ATX form factor, which means plenty of connection and storage choices. With 6 SATA 6GB/S connectors and 2 XM2 sockets, gamers won't have to compromise one game for another. The Asus ROG Strix B550F Gaming Wi-Fi embodies the ROG spirit with eye-catching details like the ROG on logo and embedded cybertext patterns inscribed on the I/O cover, ensuring that the ROG aesthetics does not ruin gamers' gaming rigs. These new designs carry ROG Strix boldly into the future while deeply rooted in the series' gaming past. The motherboard also provides gamers with extra memory options, with 4 XDIMM slots supporting up to 128 GB of RAM at 5100 MHz. Furthermore, the Asus ROG Strix B550F Gaming Wi-Fi provides gamers with various connectivity choices, allowing them to connect all of their gaming peripherals simultaneously. The Asus ROG Strix B550F Gaming has 8x USB ports on the back, with 6 USB ports accessible via the front headers. Number 3. Asus TUF Gaming B550 Plus. If you're searching for a long-lasting and stable Ryzen 5 5600X motherboard, go no further than the Asus TUF Gaming B550 Plus. Its excellent price, features, and durability make it one of the most affordable yet competent B550 motherboards. The Asus TUF Gaming B550 Plus is a treat with its VRM of 8 plus 2 power stages mixing low and high side MOSFETs. In terms of cooling, the Asus TUF Gaming B550 Plus is a dreamland for gamers. With high-quality heatsinks and thermal pads, gamers are ensured it will take some time before their motherboard feels any heat. Storage choices are plenty with the Asus TUF Gaming B550 Plus, which provides us with 6 SATA connections and 2 PCIe 4.0 ready M2 sockets, allowing us to attain speeds of up to 64 GB/s. With its somewhat basic look, the Asus TUF Gaming B550 Plus isn't really a TR-Act IV, and some people may find it to be not their cup of tea. However, the motherboard has RGB and RGB headers for gamers with the Aorus Sync AI to make their builds more lively. In terms of connectivity, we have USB 3.2, Gen 2, and Gen 1 ports in addition to USB 2.0, for a total of 8x USB ports on the back I/O, with additional ports available via the internal headers. Number 4. Asrock B550 Steel Legend. Are you looking for a motherboard that can withstand the rigors of everyday life? The Asrock B550 Steel Legend is the answer to your prayers. Iron Man's Marquee armor, reimagined as a motherboard, has been created by Asrock. And with this, Asrock has made a name for itself among the top AMD B550 motherboards because of its rock-solid sturdiness and endurance. The Asrock B550 Steel Legend is available in a white finish, ideal for white builds. The design is stunning, with a black PCB, white heatsinks, and gray metallic strips along the length of the board, giving it the appearance of snow on black rocky mountains. The board also includes built-in RGB on the massive I/O heatsink cover and RGB headers for future RGB expansion. The Asrock B550 Steel Legend also boasts a lot of storage choices, including 6 SATA ports and 2 M.2 sockets, one of which is PCIe 4.0 ready. Number 5. MSI B550 Tomahawk. Because of its characteristics, the MSI B550 Tomahawk might be mistaken for a premium X570 board. The MSI B550 Tomahawk allows budget gamers to use all of the capabilities for a reasonable price. The MSI B550 Tomahawk entered our list because of its 13 phases, 10+2+1 power delivery, 2 Ethernet connections, and multiple storage choices. MSI has done its utmost to provide consumers with the same experience as the X570 Tomahawk. The RGB heatsink on the bottom right adds to the overall aesthetic. The board has an improved PCB design, enhancing conductivity and heat dissipation even further. When it comes to heat dissipation and temperatures, the MSI B550 Tomahawk will not disappoint. The board is kept cool with vastly expanded heatsinks and AI fan management. Gamers and streamers can rely on a solid connection at all times, thanks to MSI LAN management and the 2 Ethernet ports on board. In terms of memory, MSI has worked hard to increase the speed and efficiency of the B550 Tomahawk. Consumers may overclock their 128 GB of RAM to 5100 MHz utilizing the XMP profiles. Number 6. Gigabyte B550 Vision D. Gigabyte's B550 Vision D motherboard is unquestionably the white Tesla of motherboards. The motherboard's design is so distinct and elegant that anyone will want to use it in their decent white builds. The Gigabyte B550 Vision D is so elegant and peaceful that it doesn't require RGB to complete the aesthetic. The black PCB looks excellent when coupled with silver slots and plain white heatsinks. The board contains all of the specifications that an editor would expect, from a VRM power rating of 14 phases. The power delivery is outstanding for a board with any Ryzen 5000 series processor. The connectivity choices are vast, with 10 USB ports on the back I/O and 6 ports available through the internal headers. The Gigabyte B550 Vision D's back I/O panel has 2 Intel GBE-LAN and Intel Wi-Fi 6, ensuring that artists are never cut off from the world of imagination. The back panel includes 1-stage HDMI and DP connectors for integrated graphics support. Content creators can transfer storage at near light speed thanks to the Thunderbolt 3 connections on the rear and internal headers. The Gigabyte B550 Vision D has 4 DIMM slots, all of which feature XC memory, which means that every data is being repaired as it transfers. The basic heatsinks make us doubt the cooling capabilities, but everything is possible with Gigabyte. The unusual heatsinks are all built for optimal heat dissipation, and Gigabyte has employed their curved yet attractive VRM heatsink to improve both appearance and cooling. In terms of expansion slots, creators may utilize the twin PCIe 4.0/3.0x16 and one PCIe 3.0x16 slot to improve their rendering times with multiple GPU. Number 7. Gigabyte B550M Aorus Pro. As the B550 Micro ATX motherboard, the Gigabyte B550M Aorus Pro joins our list. The Gigabyte B550M Aorus Pro is renowned for its high power output and excellent audio quality. The Gigabyte B550M Aorus Pro wins the crown with a VRM of 10+3 power phases when it comes to overclocking capabilities in the mid-range price category. The board is so excellent that it can overclock any Ryzen processor, including the most recent 5950 series. The Gigabyte B550M Aorus Pro has a premium appearance, with a black PCB, gray brushed heatsinks, and an RGB strip light that is difficult to detect when the GPU is plugged in. You may use the onboard RGB connections to add some RGB lighting to complete the design. The Gigabyte B550M Aorus Pro, like other low-end B550 boards, only has one M.2 heatsink. While one cools, the other is left to cook. Well, not really, but you know what I mean. The board's cooling choices aren't awful, With more oversized MOSFET heatsinks and sophisticated fan management, you won't have to worry about excessive temperatures. Everyone would expect the Gigabyte B550 Aorus Pro to be sturdy given its compact size, and Gigabyte has delivered. The Gigabyte B550 Aorus Pro is a tough guy, with high-quality components, sturdy PCIe protection, and solid pins for power supply.